we added the stream, and then we'll join. Technical difficulties, and yeah, but we're live. We're here. Shall we do the intro again? Did everybody get that? What is up? Welcome to another episode, and thank you guys for coming to hang out and talk some B-dubs and shoot the breeze and showcase some new stuff that we've been wanting to show you guys. Just timing. And we had a little late delivery in the office here, so we're getting everything kind of unpacked so we can show you guys some cool new stuff hitting the in the streets. But thanks y'all for joining in. I see Larry Senior checking in, Larry Negrete Senior checking in. Thank you very much. Clint Cox out of Texas checking in, and Darren Zumpston must be out of Facebook jail, and he can comment. Oh. Very cool. We are joined today with, again, I think it's kind of fun. We bring him in on the regular now lately, it seems like. Your salesman who's been around the block here at Impy now, what, 15 years or close to it? Yeah, totally.
Oh, plus 3. So
yeah. 18 years?
Yeah. A
wow.
Lifer.
But Adrian Sanchez, who's also my travel mate, hits a lot of shows with us, and we do a lot of different things. But for those of you newbies joining in, this is what we try to do here. We had a lot of interest, right? And a lot of people talking about the show last week. We wanted to obviously bring in some product this week to show you guys, and we will get to that shortly. Just wanted to kind of bring everybody up to snuff on things and kind of put a face with the name. A lot of you guys have seen Adrian around at some of the shows, different events, cruising the 29-inch PK.
Yeah,
and just different things. And I guess it was important for us to really kind of we just wanted to get together and talk about some of the new products, talk about really where we want to go with the company, and really where we're heading, and to have you guys be a part of that's going to be awesome. So
yeah, I just hit 1,000 followers on my MP Adrian Instagram,
growing rapidly, my friend.
5,000 on Facebook.
Yeah, he's got 6 different Facebook accounts now, but yeah, he's getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is some of the stuff we want to do. Hey, Alex VZM checking in. I can't tell you how excited we are for the show at the end of the year, man. We're really looking forward to it. So, but yeah, first of all, did any of you guys actually get a chance to go to Featherly Park this weekend and check out how insane the freaking show was? I mean,
I'm very disappointed that I didn't go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that you got the square back all cleaned up.
I got it cleaned. I got it detailed. Henry and I were looking at it. Everything was running right. And I was like, okay, my problem is I had it ready on Friday. So I parked it here in the front. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come on the weekend, pick it up, and I'll head to Featherly. Well, Saturday, and then everything, you get into your routine.
Too many cocktails in the afternoon, nightcaps.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it early Sunday. And then that didn't happen. And then by the time I looked at your story on Instagram, I saw how crowded it was, and then somebody else posted just trying to get in the place. I'm like, oh no, forget it. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, getting off the first of all, shout out to those guys putting on the show. They did a fantastic job. It wasn't it wasn't as crazy to get in as it looked. It actually went fairly smooth. There's only one way in and one way out, and there's only one person that could take the cash and the ticket money and everything else. So they did the best they could. They went through it really well. It was a little bit backed up the freeway there, but it's obviously a huge sign, and it's a great sign that everybody's hungry. Everybody misses its family, right?
Remember, we talked about that when I mentioned last week how busy Carbs and Coffee has been, right?
Yeah.
They're completely jam-packed. And now this completely jam-packed. I'm really hoping Buggin, Prado, they're just going to be unbelievable numbers. And I don't see how they're not going to be.
Yeah, I think everybody's just hungry. Everybody misses each other. The camaraderie that I saw this weekend was fantastic, from so many different people and so many different groups. I guess for me, it's that show's always been kind of a camp out, bus oriented kind of vibe. Yeah. And there was no room. I mean, they had no room to bring any more. At one point, there was no more cars coming in that gate.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty just capacity.
They get a general count of how many they thought?
I don't even know. I can tell you there was hundreds of cars. I mean, it was cool. It was really good. It was a positive sign. The vendors seem to be doing very well, so a good sign for the economy and the sport, and it's just positive, man. So for those of you guys who missed out, you really did miss a damn good show.
Yeah,
and the weather was freaking perfect.
Oh, I know.
Because it's all, I don't know if you guys have saw the story, but there's a lot of it's buried with just trees, and so everybody's parked on the trees. There's hammocks, there's fire pits, there's little cabins. And for us, Southern California guys, I live 5 minutes from that park, and I go, my gosh, I forgot how cool this place was.
Right.
And it was awesome. So it was good to see everybody out there. Let's see, Baja Larry. We'll get to the stuff on the table plus more. I know Edgar's in the back. That's what you hear. Probably sounds like Christmas morning back there. Trying to unwrap everything. But we just wanted to give, we talked about it last week, a sneak peek of some of the things that we're bringing in, some of the quality products that we've forged these relationships, and that we're reconnecting with certain vendors, and some of the stuff that we're really trying to do just to bring you guys, and we do this show for all you listeners, for guys like Larry and Mike and Tom Taylor and, Caesar and Larry Jr. I mean, all, the list goes on and on. I mean, we do this show to give you guys insight so that you can go to your local MP dealer and go and buy these type of things, and to say, hey, look, we are turning the page, and we are bringing in other stuff, and we are working towards really, we're putting our money in this industry and where it's going, and where we want to get back to where once we were.
Yeah, for sure. And that's honestly, and that's kind of been one of the problems, is because we have so many new product coming out. It's hard to just get that information out to everybody, because there's so much new stuff, and sometimes everybody doesn't get to see our flyers that we give our dealers, especially the end user,
Correct.
So they just hear word of mouth, or they see some things online or on social media, whatever. But that's kind of what today's about, showing some stuff that nobody's really gotten to take a look at.
And I think that's what's really unique. For you guys that are listening in and watching live right now, it's really, it's super impactful, right? Yes, the audience may not be 2,000 people watching, but these shows do get, 2,000-3,000 people watching them over the next few weeks or the next few days. But what the neat part of it is that you guys are kind of that strong militia, if you want to jokingly say around it, whatever, where you got a great audience that you guys are seeing stuff here first, stuff that we're excited about, stuff that you guys, as MP dealers can go see, do, touch, feel, whatever. But you guys are the ones that's actually going to, sometimes the dealers don't even get to see it, or they don't open their email in time, or they don't look on social media because they're just busy. But guys like Larry Negrete Jr. is going to go see his dealer down in San Diego area and say, hey, look, do you have this new billet side cover? Oh, they're like, what is that? They didn't know they had them. Well, now here you go. And you're actually going in there with a part number and a description or something like that. So it's huge. And this is why we're so adamant about sharing and playing show and tell, so that you guys can then, carry it on for us.
I mean, it's, we got to get the information out there. So that's really key, so everybody can enjoy these products.
Adjust your mic a little bit, Dre.
What?
Face that thing towards you. There you go. It just fade in and out. We want to make sure we keep the good sound, and Edgar doesn't have to do a whole bunch of work on the end of it, so we can get this thing up on iTunes quickly. So yeah, guys, while we're unpacking and kind of getting everything ready to talk about this stuff and to show you guys some things, does any of you guys want to share or give a shout out or a plug for some of the upcoming events and shows that maybe you guys are a part of or going to be coming down to, or feel free to chime in and comment, send us a DM on that. We're watching Instagram as well. So if you guys are checking it out, send it.
Yeah, I've been seeing Clint Cox's upcoming show a lot on Facebook. It just keeps popping up over and over and over again. So I'm sure he's going to have a great turnout.
Yeah. It's crazy how many events are on actually Halloween this year. It's nuts. And, for us, that's right when we're getting, I'm already in Las Vegas preparing for SEMA. So it's like, I can't do anything.
So much going on.
By the way, I had a fantastic call for those of you guys. There was a town hall call today for SEMA show. And, for all intents and purposes, this show is going to go on forward, man. It's going to be great. And what really drove that fact home for me was that then they brought something kind of you forget about, but the big World's Concrete show that's there every single year is happening. And that's in June. I mean, that's an absolute massive deal. And so, you know, if you were to, you know, I like to be a gambling man at a time. If you were to ask me to bet, I'd bet quite a bit on that the show's going to happen and everything else. So
Yeah, they can be the bird in the coal mine for us.
yeah.
Right.
You know, and then there's a lot of you know, unknowns, especially with their governor and everything else is kind of crazy. But
Yeah. Well, I do like their branding where it's the Reconnect. That's kind of smart. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
so it should be good. A lot of, like I said, a lot of great stuff going on with that call today, and kind of talking about some of the measures that they're already putting in place with wider walking aisles and making them more room so they won't be so crowded, and where they're going to move. So if you guys did go to SEMA 2019, you saw the big construction where the gold lot was across the way, and that whole gigantic building, which is now going to house called the West Building now. That's going to house a lot of stuff. And I know Side by Sides are making a big push over there as well. And so there's going to be a lot of interesting new things, and we'll get more into that in the coming weeks as we continue to push forward. So we're just excited, man. And as you can tell, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, great event this weekend. Shout out to all those guys. It was great to see everybody. Thanks to the guys that came up and said hi, said hello, and everything else. It was pretty cool. Event wise too, some of you guys were asking us on DMs and over the weekend. We have the Great American Short Course Series stop number 3, rounds 3 and round 4, May 22nd and 23rd at Glen Helen, right there in Devore. And there's spectators allowed. So if you guys want to come out, spend a day hanging out, watching some badass, good action-packed racing that's all right in front of you in the stadium, come out. I think it's like $20 for an adult, and kids are free under like 8 years old or something. So, and it's like $10 for a kid. So, and you can walk around the pits, check stuff out, and it should be pretty good. It'll be a good event. And you've got the trucks, you've got buggies, you've got kids racing, junior karts, you've got all kinds of stuff. So, and plus you got the I call it super factory stock trucks, the single shock, just sportsman truck series that are just bitching to watch and bash into each other. It's a lot of fun to watch. So
someone might flip.
Yeah,
you don't know what's going to happen.
So that is a question I want to know, because we haven't really had a chance to. We've been so freaking busy. Is America coming back out for short courses? Is that car gone away now?
Doesn't look like it's gonna make it back. Yeah, there's just, like I think I said last week, Jesse's full go on drag race mode. So that's now his new top priority. Is he wants to live back up to his name instead of Flip Jesse. He wants to go back to Fast Jesse. So yeah, that seems to be the priority. And we've been discussing a different car completely. Maybe, or a second car, or a rebirth. No, I don't want to go that route. I still want to stick with the 1600. Me personally, I mean, I'm a Volkswagen guy, so I want to stick to that. But we're talking about maybe just a different car, a different type of build than the one that we bought into. And then, we can actually do something the way we want to do it instead of buying something that everybody already did.
So you're trying to tell me you're going to build a car?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you're hearing these rumors from.
No, I mean, I'm going to call bullshit right out of the gate, because you ain't got enough time to even service.
Oh, no.
Let alone build a new one. Come on.
No, I don't mean personally build it. I mean, like be hands-on and be like, hey, put that right there. Yeah, I think that looks better than the other guy.
If you haven't noticed, Dre's more of the cheerleader from the side that gets everybody rolling.
Yeah, man. I told you I'm the hype man. That's all I do. I'm that hype man behind the rapper. Yeah.
Check out my hands.
That's all I do. I just move my hands back and forth.
Yeah, but all right. Yeah, I was just curious. A lot of people were asking.
Yeah,
and we all want to know.
I know.
Did the car sell?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you should just buy him out and then I think you should let Richard Sletton drive it.
It's another crazy person.
The boy can drive.
I know. Jeez.
Boy can drive. We got a couple plugs. Westy Restoration Parts and Accessories chiming in, saying Utah VW Classic September 18th with over 300 cars.
That's Jason. What's up, Jason?
Jason Smart. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you doing. It's cool to see. Honestly, guys, for me, and we talk about it every single week. Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you guys tuning in every single week, what we're doing, where we're going, and watching the audience grow. So very cool. Mark Crocker, BRS, VW Drag Race, Sacramento Memorial Weekend. Yes, we will see that. That's round 1 of 2, I guess they're going to have up there. So hopefully all goes well. Hopefully we'll see that, really come to fruition. And I really think personally, Dre, I think that this year's Sacramento is going to be really telling on how impactful and how much racing we're really going to see. The people are going to make that drive.
Yeah,
I'm concerned a little bit.
Are you really?
A little bit.
No, I really think people are going to just turn out to almost everything and anything they can. Me personally, it's just the way I think. I mean,
it just hit me. I got something.
Oh, all right.
I think I know where you're going with the car wise.
I don't know, what
Eddie. I think I figured this out because I remember now Jesse was just chopping it up and saying a couple different things with regards to cars and a specific Ecotech.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
You're trying to go 5 Unlimited racing.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So he wants to crash faster.
Yeah. I want to die quicker.
I don't want to limp away from this one, fellas. Let's go ahead.
No, but so I was talking to Kathy from
SCVW. Shout out Kathy Jacobs. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, because we're going to the Farmington show, and she said she's had more pre-registrations and more T-shirt sales than an average show would have. So she's expecting a huge record crowd.
Okay, and I think we've had this debate though.
Yeah,
the people throughout the South and the East and everything else,
they're a little different.
They are beat to a different drum.
That's true,
and not in a negative way or anything else. They're diehards, man.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. It was just this past weekend was a bus camping event for the most part.
Yeah,
and you've got. I mean, I didn't even attempt to try and drive in. I was like, no, look at that crowd. That's crazy.
So you didn't support the own show.
The what?
You didn't even support the shows.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, exactly. I just worry because it's just a haul, man, for Sacramento. It is a brutal long haul, and I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people in Southern California are not accustomed to that in many cases. So
that's true. I don't know.
You hope for the best, right?
Well, you got crazies like AJ Sim that drive his car all the way there, then race it, then drive home.
True.
So
True. Jason said just to call him Smurf.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, we can do that. Michelle Zumpston. Yes, there's a memorial poker run for the gentleman who lost his life this weekend in San Diego. Down on May 15th. So keep us posted on that. We'll gladly share that for you guys. Greetings from Mexico. And yeah, Baja. Somebody says Baja the Square.
Great.
Blasphemy. Show wise. So we talked about the gas series coming up May 22nd, 23rd at Glen Helen. We do have the official announcement. We talked about it briefly on the show, but it is now put in place. The flyer will go out today. The MP 2021 open house will take place Saturday, June 19th, day before Bug-In. Kicking it off the whole VW week will be the El Prado Show and Shine on Sunday, June 13th. So we've got a really great kind of 2-week spread of just everything VW to get your fix. And I think just the buzz around there and talking to people while we're waiting for the raffle or do whatever, everybody's hungry. I mean, I'm sure you guys are all hungry for an event. So it's going to be great.
Yeah. You know what? And I'm going to start reaching out on Facebook because I want all the local car clubs to come to our open house. And I want as many members of their clubs they can get to our open house. And you know what? I'm going to put something out there whichever car club brings the most members, I'm going to personally buy something here from MP, something big. And that club's going to get it because I'm going to challenge the local car clubs to come out here.
Well, you got Amber Zent in here right now, and I know she definitely likes to fire everybody up.
Oh, there you go. There's going to be some I'm going to put a special prize out there for whatever car club brings the most members. I might have to kick Henry off of this because that's not fair. He's got the inside track, but
Corey-
we'll see.
Corey, I bought a trophy for them.
Well, you beat me to it, man. So and added to that, one of
Yeah.
the so we're working on some trophies,
Nice.
and we're gonna obviously do a kind of a first, second, and third, and then one of the other trophies we are making is a best appearing car club.
Nice.
So-
see, and
And now Adrian's
Dre
what's
bonus
Dre gonna
prize.
buy? What's Dre's bonus?
I
Like,
don't know.
what would you guys like to see?
I don't know. I'll just steal something from these walls. I don't care.
No, mine.
Corey's got an ultimate toy collection.
It's actually pretty bad. It's a sickness.
Yeah, I know, and he got me started on that. You know what, man? That's another thing. Hey, Eddie, can he pan over there? Is that okay?
He's looking right at you right now.
I can pan. I can move.
No,
with that.
over to his little shelf.
Oh my gosh, dude, they look like crap.
No, I know, but it doesn't matter. People need to know what kind of sickness you have.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's gotten completely out of hand. And the other problem is he went and gave me that infectious disease, and now I'm like an idiot online. Every time I go to Target and Walmart, or
Scrounging.
I was in New Orleans and I found
Groot.
the Groot Marvel bus, and they had two of them. And first thing I do, I text Corey, "Hey man, I found two of these. You want one?" He's like, "Yeah, okay. I'll pack them good in your suitcase." I'm like, "What am I doing?" This is becoming an issue.
And that's what we're trying to do, though, man. Is breed enthusiasm. So it's. Now I'm anxious, man. Give them a little taste of what you're gonna,
No, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go to the catalog, see what's something, something pretty good. I don't know, maybe some empty jackets, something cool. Maybe I don't know, maybe a carb kit. I don't know. I'll go crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up on the comments, guys. So thank you first of all, Stanley Ford checking in. Yes, I think we're gonna need a bigger parking lot. Arrive early, get in
man.
line.
I want to see, honestly. Last time we had a good amount of cars here, right?
258. I think the number was on the ground.
And we never really made it to the backside of the
No.
building. So we've got probably double the space, I would say.
Yeah. Plus we got all the stuff. I mean, no, we did go all out front.
No, out front, but we didn't wrap around on this backside.
Yeah, we did.
Not completely. Not
We
not
can
the way
stack
I
them.
wanted. I wanted.
Yeah,
it
we're
to
gonna
be-
stack
All the way. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. So we're gonna hopefully everything will work. We can sneak them in the front. We're already
Yeah.
working out the final details on parking. We do have a great list of vendors on site already
Nice.
coming in. We've got guys like Wasp starters
Okay.
and alternators coming. What do we have? Boxo Tools should be here. We have Eddie. We just did the list. Help
The
me out here.
return of the taco bus.
Yes, the return of the taco bus.
2 times.
2 times, and then we have
Shreddy.
Shreddy Life is coming in, and not only just displaying the cars, but he's going to put up a booth,
Nice.
so you'll be able to get your Shreddy swag on site. He's going to work both events. It looks like we're going to do this event, and he'll come with us to Buggin.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well,
Because we're going to have an
off-road
off-road display at
Right,
Buggin. But yeah, we got a lot of great vendors already coming together and bringing some stuff. Super stoked. Volks Familia is making his signature barbecue out of a gas tank. Those things are badass.
Nice.
Check those out. And there's just a lot of cool stuff. So
Yeah.
get ready.
I'm
It's
telling you.
only like 6 weeks away. So it's going to get here
telling
really,
me.
really quick.
I know it's gonna be. I want it to be crazy.
All right, let me try to get through these comments here real quick. Amber, challenge accepted, Dre. So she's going to
Oh,
get you.
all right.
She will rally the troops.
That's good.
Our very own Leonard Castro broadcasting from his couch. What's up, Leo? Rich Boy, use the company. I'm not saying anything. I don't understand what you're saying there, Richard. Oh, you talking about an engine blow contest, Richard? Mr. Boyer, we've been wanting, willing, and able to try to do an engine blow contest for a very, very long time. However, our insurance and every other event promoter today pretty much frowns upon engine blow contests. And trust me, we love to do it, just like they frown upon the engine pull contest, being it's a little rickety and everybody's in a big hurry while they're laying under a car to pull an engine. So we'd love to do it though, Rick. I'd love to see it happen. And I'd love to see you race in the short course on May 22nd, 23rd. That old boy's fast. Michelle Zumston, let's see here. I would like to offer for the MP Insider open house a gift cert for one of my wood burning artworks, and I'll message you. Oh, that's awesome.
Boom.
So for you guys didn't know, one of the pictures we've shown here early on, right after King of the Hammers, was the awesome wood burning craft and artwork from Miss Michelle Zumstein. Very creative. And that's cool. We'd love to have it. And it'd be honored to put that in the raffle prize. I'm sure somebody would really get a kick out of that. And it looks like Eddie's coming in clutch to bring it. Cool. So this is just some of the work that she does. And this is all wood burning kit. She does it all by hand. And all that black is actually burnt into the wood. You can see the clarity of it all. And she's awesome. So thank you. Thank you for this present. And this is now your guys' chance to get get your own. So MZ photography, and check them out on Instagram. And then we're super stoked. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it.
See, it's all coming together.
It's coming together. The prizes is going to be nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Toy guy is going to be here. The guy that sells like all the Burkina really good toys.
Nice.
I mean, there's some really cool stuff coming down.
Keep him away from me.
Wait till you see what we got planned.
Goddamn.
Caesar, totally. It only takes one to get you hooked, man. It's like a drug. I kind of was that dealer. I'm like, hey, bud, check out this nice little.
First one's free. Here, start your collection, Dre.
Now he's like traveling to the junkyards looking for stuff. But no, it's cool, man. Yeah, Leo, it's when you get out on vacation and you're doing other stuff, it's fun of that part of the challenge.
Yeah.
And then there's times where I should have bought something and I didn't buy it.
I know.
It's like I kick myself. It's one of those tough ones. Let me just catch up here, guys. A lot of comments, and I dig it. It's very cool to have all the interaction from everybody. Anthony says the taco guy was really good. Yes, the taco bus. If you follow him on IG, he will be here. I think they're bringing both buses just to be able to serve the big crowd we expect, and keep the lines to a minimum, really. But what they do, four different styles last time?
Yes.
Plus burritos and nachos and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be badass.
Burritos.
Yeah, whatever you want to make for you.
Yeah, I know. I saw someone with nachos. I'm like, hey, man, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, too bad I'm full.
That somebody was me.
I think it was you.
So yeah, guys, you're going to see this drop. You guys are seeing it here first. We'll go ahead and show it to you. June 19th, MP Open House. Yours truly, the engineer, DJ Eddie Express, will be on the DJ table. Was it? And so yeah, we're gonna offer come tour the world headquarters again of MP. Obviously, so much has changed since 2019 and everything that we did on the last one.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be crazy. Right. I mean, you're going to be able to see the dyno room this time. You're going to see the MP workshop. You're going to see the projects that are put in place. Everything is way, way different. And I'll tell you right now, for those that were here for the Rugged Radios event, it's changed more since then. So yes, that's coming out. Want to make sure you guys get to that, but having some fun with it. Rick, yeah, you might recognize that car, huh? But yeah. Let's get to some parts. Let's talk some parts.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
That's really what we're here about, I guess. And if you guys see something and you have a question of it, we'll fire through these. I'm basically gonna just randomly pick stuff off the table. We'll talk a little bit about each one of these specific items. Everything on these items that's here that we're displaying and discussing is in stock. And yeah, fire away, man. We'll do our best to answer everything we can and do what we want. Oh, Michael Fernandez, the Hot BW's magazine cover was legit.
Oh yeah, we didn't get into that. Wow, that got to be a proud papa on that one.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a dream come true.
Yeah,
for me, and just for really, for many of you guys that really don't know me outside of here, right? It's this I've, like I said, it's fallen in love with like an old toxic girlfriend for me. It's passion. I love it. It's something I've just really fallen back in love with, and
I can't quit you.
I can't do it, man. And it's just I just want to do my part, right?
Yeah,
and do my part to help the sport, help the hobby, to help basically the thing that started it all, and be able to write my own name in the history books for the future. and it's pretty cool, man. So thanks for that. It actually means a lot. I've kind of been pretty quiet about it.
Yeah, that was really rad when I first saw it. I mean, I know you hinted at it, but then when I saw it and I saw the cover and I saw the pictures, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
nice.
Great article too. So super stoked.
And actually, I think one of those parts is featured on there, right?
It is.
Yeah. Why don't you grab that one first?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Let me roll on over here. Pardon the pun. But yeah, you guys actually did see these. So this was an idea that came about. This is the billet reservoir clamp for a King Shock, essentially. And these were innovation out of necessity.
Yeah.
When we were building the cars, I was like, man, you can't just put a rubberized hose clamp around it or a hose clamp with some shrink tube. You got a $4,000 pair of shock and a 80-cent clamp, and it just looked like shit.
Well, you can.
And so I just did not want to do that. And I think it would cheapen it. And especially where you mount them right in the rear quarter window, and they're just right there for everybody to see. So we got with the Whiz Kid down there in engineering, George. He's just a brilliant dude, and got with him and Jack. And I said, hey man, let's try to build this clamp.
Yeah.
And so we built this clamp, and trying not to show it right in my face, but it's a 2-piece clamp, 2 bolts, and it's designed. We will release it in other sizes, but 1.5-inch tubing. We will be going up to 2-inch tube. So it'll be 1.5 inch, 1 3/4, and 2-inch. And then it's designed to fit perfectly around a finned reservoir shock and not pinch it, not clamp it, not tweak it, not distort it. And we run 2 of these on the rear. No need for it. We actually have one in the front just to space constraints. And these things are badass, readily available. So they do fit a variety of other shocks. So if you have like a side-by-side, you've got like a 2.5, Fox or King on there. These are available, and McKenzie's is going to be carrying these for us, and I'm sure they'll roll out across the way. But like I said, this is a really neat piece. Again, something that was literally a thought while we're building these cars.
It's a really nice finishing touch too. I mean,
actually,
besides the function
over there, go on the backpack on this front zipper and break the magazine. I'll show them kind of how it looks like.
Yeah. Like I was saying, besides actually functioning as a part that's necessary, it looks really good. It looks really trick.
Here's actually the picture right here. We'll share that with you guys. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Forgot I had this. So this actually shows the rear, down bars going to the back of the frame, and it actually has the King Shock on it with the clamp in it, and how it just kind of mounts it up out of the way. Super clean, and looks really good, and it's firm as firm could be. And it even just running one was enough to run in the front of the car, and actually works really well. So good point. I know everybody likes looking at the artwork behind the wall. So we got the BRM behind it, and then the skateboard decks. What do you guys think? Skateboard decks, should we offer them for sale? A lot of people asking about them. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I know.
Those are all hand painted automotive paint, and there is about 6 hours to 8 hours in each one of them. So, but I do know where a few sets are. So, let's see here. What else? While we're just talking billet, I guess we could talk some more billet goodies. Anybody fan of billet aluminum? So we'll talk about these.
We talked a little bit about those last week. Right?
Yeah, you could be the hand model this time.
All right, I'll do that.
So that's one of 2 different billet side covers that we offer through the JC product line. Many of you guys know, and some of the tranny guys that are in here know, that it's been tough at times to keep those in stock or to have them. We decided to, make our own and provide it. So these are actually made here in-house. They start as a 13-pound block of billet aluminum, 6061, and then they're all CNC'd out and machined. We do offer them in swing axle and in IRS version, like IRS he's holding now. And they are, they're bitching. We have a lot of dealers already getting these. They're already out in service. They're already put on transmissions, and with great success so far. And we're super excited to have those. And I will give you the part number on those once I get to that section. So the IRS cover is a JC 22880, and the swing axle is a 22680. I mean, that was the rocket science. But yeah, just again, it's another beautiful piece that we're making right here in house in Anaheim, and that way we can control more steps along the way, and just share more products that we're doing with you guys.
Yeah, you can find that flyer. I think it's both on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Correct. And it's it's choose your side.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was one of my favorite things that I've done here in a while, is being part of that start to finish. So fun.
Yep. Leonard, his training customers love him.
Yeah.
And as it stands right now, there was no plans at this moment to do any other colors or anything else. Just leave it billet. But it could always change, right? If we get enough requests, sending something out to get black anodized could be done. But I don't think we'll do any other funky or unique colors like that. Hell, while we're still talking billet stuff, kind of an oldie but a goodie, and that's the JC spool. So we actually make the spools in house. Again, it's another piece that is carved from a big hunk of billet. Kind of coincides with what we're doing, but we did two different things now with this spool. So this spool, your standard swing axle spool, but we also did a clovered version of this as well. So we're able to go ahead and remove additional material in between the bolt holes, and that lightens it up, gets a little bit more material out of it, gives it a nice good look as well, but functions are great. And we haven't had nothing with issues there. And we sell a ton of these to many Chinese people around the country, around the globe, and to some of the big name box stores, I guess we'll say, that carry them as well. It's something neat, but this is again another idea that kind of say, hey man, we're having supply issues, so we'll go ahead and make the investment to design this. I mean, if you guys see, there's multiple facets to this too, and even the internal cuts and everything else that you have to do to make it show the straight on of the tube essentially. So you can see how there's multiple pieces in there that have to go in place and how it's cut, and the work that goes into this. But again, this is the name you've kind of known to trust and love, and with Jack and JC, that's all done in house now, and we're making those right here. This next piece we're going to talk about is something this was a great idea, and a lot of necessities, especially for the street cow look guys and stuff, buddy making some power and doing whatnot, or running a fuel injection system, the return, but any fuel system that's running a return, this piece here, and I will hold it to the side. So this is a regular fuel tank adapter that'll screw right into your stock fuel tank. And it actually has a design with a flow angle. So flow, which way the flow is going to go. And it's -6, in and out. And it's actually designed with a deep siphon tube. And there's actually the way it's cut inside and the way it gets the fuel delivery. This thing's been very well thought out, was going through quite a bit of trials. These are all, again, made right in house, all billet, sent out and had black anodized on it. It's got an angle. It's got an arrow on it, which way the flow goes and everything else. These things are just barely being released this week. So they're barely out. You can show that after if you'd like. I can get you like a damn commercial, man. What the hell's going on?
It's like we're at QVC.
Check this out, my hand model.
Program now. Oh,
yeah.
There's
so
arrow.
There is an arrow on there. Like I said, those are our billet fuel tank T fittings -6 in and out.
Yeah, that arrow's for people like Adrian.
Yeah. But is that the innie or is that the outie? Or is that the
what?
flow? But no, those are good in stock. Again, think it's bitching for a street car. Guys don't want to deadhead the Holly pumps, burning stuff up, doing other things like that. It's a great solution for that. JC 34000 is the part number.
I believe we still have some in stock. Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
QVC.
Yeah, I was like, so I hate that. And that's what I like. I hope you guys don't mind. It's like, this is stuff that we want to share, but it's like, how do you not make it awkward?
Yeah.
Right. It's like,
You
and
just don't.
then when the guys went off camera, Adrian don't really know what to do with his hands. They just keep coming up to the side of him, and he's not quite sure what to do with himself. Fuel tank fitting part number, Paul. Hey, Paul, what's up? I'll be calling you later, my friend. JC34000. JC34000, I believe, is a part number. Yeah, we've been testing them, messing with them for a while. They do flow quite well. You guys can should support, you're pretty much anything you want to throw at it.
Yeah.
And it works really well with our new XRP-6T fuel lines in lineups. Let's see here. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. It's great for everybody. Right here. Let's get through a couple of these comments and questions. Randy Long, those mag BRMs you're talking about. Well, we just simply threw a thing out there to see what people's thoughts were. Maybe we will make them, maybe we won't. But it's just to see what the feedback is. Just thoughts.
I love that he doesn't even know.
Again, maybe
Social, but it's we're trying to see. You never know what's going to happen around here these days. Things we literally.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I come in here, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, when did that happen?
When that happened?
Things move fast around here.
Yeah.
That's
pretty cool.
the thing that
It is pretty cool.
That's what I get. I get excited because I want to talk about this stuff, but I don't want to talk about it in an awkward way. And I'm like, we want to just tell everybody kind of what we're doing. So, yeah, Paul, those things great. E85 ready for that turboed Subaru, but we won't let everybody out on your secret that you put Subaru power plants and bugs. Otherwise, they're all going to block you. You guys might recognize this box or this brand or this color or anything to do with them. This is something we actually released on social media last week, and it was kind of like, because we kind of forget, right? I mean, we've had them now for several months.
Yeah, and I actually started getting a lot of calls about this, and that's why we kind of changed the flyer up a little. Because I mean, for a while we had our own MP cams, and now we're going back to Angle, and we have the Angle racing cam kit, the master kit.
Yes,
and a lot of people actually weren't aware of what's in the master kit. I mean, if especially if they're buying directly from us, because we haven't had it before.
Yeah.
They didn't know what all the components were. So we brought it out so you can take a look. We can show you exactly what.
Yeah, we'll show you what's in it. I mean, so yes, we do carry just the regular. When I say regular, we carry the Angle cams by itself.
The cam itself.
So we've got, the entire line, whether it's the W grinds, the VZ grinds, or the FK grinds.
But on the more popular ones,
yes,
there's the master cam kit.
Yeah, so right here is a master cam kit. This is a 110. This is the 110 master cam kit. So you can actually pull stuff out, Ray.
Yeah.
So you'll have the regular cam itself.
As you see,
it comes with the valve locks.
Yep.
And this is an entire Angle kit. It comes boxed the way you see it right here. We just cracked it open. And you have your valve spring retainers. You'll have your valve springs as well.
Yep. Well,
your lifters,
like you said.
Open one of them.
Yeah, so you can get a good idea. This is exactly how it kind of comes to be.
Yeah, and this is exactly, you order this part number, this is what you're going to get. And I know a lot of people, believe me, I have our own dealers that are calling us, and they're like, I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, so
here you go.
And then you have
all
your
the
springs
ready to go. So if you order this, you've pretty much got everything ready to go. One box. And
of course, you got to show the cam.
Where is the cam? That's in the bag.
And they're very similar in part numbers, right? So, for instance, the regular W110 cam that that's kind of a staple in the hobby. Part numbers are 21-4110-0. But then if you want to opt for the master kit, it's literally a 214110-M for master. And that pretty much covers you. But a lot of people were asking, you brought up a great point. People are asking really what is in the full kit. So we've actually changed kind of the flyer, how we put it out there. We kind of showed a breakdown of the parts, and you can see that everything kind of comes nicely packaged, multiple different separate boxes and separate bags in a nice deal. Let's see what we got here. Good afternoon. I've got to ask, can you please do Willwood calipers for the rear to match the fronts? Craig, stay tuned, buddy. Patience. Things take time. And don't think for a second by us being a little quiet about something doesn't mean it's not in the works. And it is definitely on the radar. And it just takes time to get through it all. For something that we sold out hundreds and hundreds of those already. I don't even know how many we've sold through of the Willwood calipers. Don't think for a second we don't want a matching set. And I'll tell you one step further. We're already in design development of a better rotor, or of a newer look and an advancement in rotors as well. So, I sit there twice a week, man, working on this stuff with the team. So we're extremely excited about a lot of this stuff. It just takes time, and it's takes time for it to not just get it here, quote unquote, but we want to test stuff. We want to make sure that we're launching things, like the Willwood thing was a work for many months. And then to be able to bring it out was awesome.
Speaking of Willwood.
Great question, Craig. And thank you for chiming in. Misty, good old Misty's chiming in.
Oh no, are you calling my cell phone and I'm not answering?
Misty wants to know, when are we going to bring out tool steel lifters? That is what we need. You know what? There is a need for tool steel lifters, but a lot of times people just don't want to spend the money. That's the hardest problem with it all. They're not cheap, but we will consider it. It's something that's it's been on the radar for quite some time. So be patient, and you too shall be happy one day.
Probably not.
But she's gonna get you.
Oh
Jay.
yeah, she's about to text me right now.
Right. It's probably already going off.
Yeah.
Leonard, Willwood Type 2 brake kits. Yeah. Next question. Hang tight. And then Missy said, great to have some upgrades, but we need essential parts like exhaust systems. Well, yeah. How do you explain that, Dre? I mean, it's not like we don't want to sell stuff.
Yeah. I like getting paid commission. I want to sell it. It's great. It's fun. But, we're unfortunately in that crappy situation that we're in and everybody's in. And we've discussed this on the show plenty of times. So, I don't know. Everyone's just got to hang tight and, be patient, wait. And nobody's really at fault for the most part. And like we said, God, I look at the POs every day and I'm like, well, this was ordered
9 months ago,
12 months ago, and they're just not coming in. And, then you got freaking cargo ships getting stuck in the
or you can't even get the containers to fulfill.
Yeah, I know.
That's like the number one problem right now.
I know we had that order going to Europe that was stuck here for a month because we couldn't get a container to just fill it and
just
get it
to be able to get the container itself.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, there's so many different situations. It's mine. We could just talk on that all day, which is boring.
She says you can make $500 valve covers, but not lifters.
That's right.
Yep. Really good at it too, actually, because they sell 10 to 1. But we won't go down those routes. Anyways, Type 1 to 930 stub axle proven winners. And if you're not using microsubs, yes, Larry, you're giving out all your secrets, man. Shh. Larry's on the podium winning races on off the shelf stuff, and that's what it's all about. Patrick Carney suggesting roller cams. Pat, you don't even need one. Nothing you makes enough horsepower to need a roller cam.
Yeah, he just wants them on the shelf.
Yeah, he just wants them on the shelf. Superflow CNCs or CNC ported Superflows. Be patient. Be very patient. Cylinder head programs are racing in development right now. And you'll see some cool new shit very soon. What else do we want to show? You had the Willwood out.
Oh, I had the Willwood. Yeah, that's right. But obviously, this is the Willwood that we've been talking about for a while. It's red, so it makes your car go faster. That's proven, right? That's science. That's bro science. Red. You can get them in black. Get them in silver gray. If you're boring, go ahead. But, real winners, they get the red one.
Race proven red.
That's what I'm talking about.
What color's on your car?
Uh,
On your disc brake front end
the
type
one
3.
that you can't see, I got red because you can't see them, so you'll never know.
Oh man. But
Tiger Woods wears red on Sunday. That's what I'm saying.
Tiger does a lot more than that. But no, man. Patrick, be patient, buddy. A lot of cool things coming on the pipeline, you know as well as I do. And a lot of cool stuff. And get that gear ready, man. It's looking pretty cool. Some other things people have asked a lot about, just bearings, right? And quality wheel bearings, axle bearings, everything else. We did work a very good deal to bring these in now too. So you can help me out with that, Dre. It'd be great. But SK, because he's got the face. He's got all right. So yeah, SKF bearings, guys. I mean, we have them now in stock, a multitude of different things, wheel bearings, axle, the whole deal. But we also have them in for early water cooled cars as well, and a multi different uses, multi different SKUs. So when in doubt, you have an option. Just another one of the other things that we wanted to continue to share. A couple other things that we'll kind of wrap up with, but you guys have seen and known and trust L-Ring. We do stock a complete full line of L-Ring gasket sets, even from Type 1 all the way to late model water cooled stuff and some Porsche, along with the Continental belts and so on and so forth. And then, one of the things that we really want to get some information from you guys about and some of the stuff is just, the attention to detail things. Would you like to see more restoration products in the future? Would you like to see what exactly? And, things like fender bolts, that would actually have the proper head on them and stuff like that. Proper length, proper head, proper size. We actually started carrying these things, and it comes in a little kit with the washers and whatnot.
Yeah, that really came in handy a few weeks ago when we were putting the fenders back on the America. I'm like, oh wait, I know we got those. Let me go run and grab some. But yeah, worked perfect, man. And it's it's always the small little things that you forget about that you're like, oh, where the hell did I put those bolts? And then
they're all rusty and gross. I mean, they're getting weathered. You're stripping them half the time trying to get them out. But at the end of the day, it's just the next step, right? You kind of forget about it until you're actually under there doing it.
Exactly, which I was.
But we really, those are the things that we kind of want to hear from you guys. It does matter to us, and it does dictate kind of where we want to go next. Like, I'm telling you, and I've said this more than once on the show, if you want to see something made, or you have an idea, or you'd like us to take a second look at maybe a product that we have, but make a revision to it, we're all ears. I mean, please, you guys have my DMs. You know how to get after me and let us know. But I would love to know. I 100% need to hear these things, and so that we can, where we want to navigate next. But you guys are our voice. You guys are the ones that are building the cars, that are working on the cars, that are asses and elbows deep in it, and want to figure out, hey, this is a great piece, but if you can do this for the next go around, or if we did this piece, but these are now really hard to find, let us know. And that's something that we're really looking at doing. And it's little things like this. And it doesn't seem like much, of a piece to the regular, hey, it's not great to look at. It's not a wow factor. It's not a beautiful wheel with caliper, but it's a damn necessity piece that, unless you've got, non-stripped fender bolts and you don't really care about it, but if you want to have something nice, or go spend big money and try to find the right deal, in an Allen or something like that would be awesome. And it's little stuff like that too. Even all the way down to just the seatbelt adapter, right?
Yeah, that's right. I actually just had to find this for a guy the other day. Who was it? I think it might have been Jason that's on there. Can't remember. If it wasn't Jason, lie and say it was. But yeah, man, this little piece.
Yep.
If you don't have this, you're screwed. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
It's the little things like that, guys. And so that's why we brought it, bringing it down the pipeline and just to discuss things, but utilizing this avenue and this opportunity to chat with all you guys.
Yeah.
These are the things that we want to hear about. We want to know what your thoughts are. We want to know what, like, hey, I was working on my 71 and this was what I was working on and I couldn't find X, or I had a really hard time finding a good solid replacement dome light, or whatever it is. We want to know. I mean, it could be frivolous, you think, or it could be something that maybe is something we'll really take a deep look at, and we do a lot of market research on this stuff.
Yeah. And what's funny is finding newer product that we don't carry is almost even a little easier than getting the products that we've had for 20 years, right? Isn't it weird how that's happening right now? Like, I mean, if we go and search some stuff and look for some things, something new that we've never carried, it seems like it's been a little easier to find than something like an exhaust system that we've had for 25 years, just because you're dealing with a new manufacturer, someone different, blah, blah, blah. But it's a little different. I mean, I hear what Misty's saying, but those are old relationships, older companies, blah, blah, blah. If you try and go find something new, it's not as hard. So keep that in mind.
Misty, you bring up a point too. You said we don't need 100% restoration, but we need driver restoration products. What? Give me an example.
Well, I think Missy and I have discussed this over the time, and actually it's a bit of East Coast, West Coast, here. And I think I've explained this to her before, is here, your Volkswagen is it's a show car. It's it's a trailer queen. Not too many guys are really just taking their beater around. I mean, obviously that's still a style that people like, but for the most part, everybody really wants some high quality stuff. And that's here in the West Coast, I would say, more so than on the East Coast, where obviously the car isn't not as, the quality of it, just because the rust, the salt, the quality of the car isn't what it is on the West Coast. So it's a different type of build. People build things for more practical reasons than they do here. Here, everyone's just trying to floss. There, everyone's trying to get their car running, get it as nice as they can. They don't need it to have all the bells and whistles, because you just can't do that in that type of environment. So it's a little different, and it really does depend on what part of the country we're talking about. I mean, Europe, Japan, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Midwest full of buggies and guys riding in the trails and stuff like that. So they're not interested in anything super flashy because they're going to beat the crap out of it.
Yeah. So
it all depends, and I think that's what she's saying is more driver friendly. And I think driver friendly for her area, it makes sense, but again, it's not like that across the world. So it's that give and take, how can we supply the most to as many people as we can and kind of be in the middle of the road so everybody can have something. But, someone's not going to get what they want. And you just can't have everything.
Yeah. I mean, you made an excellent point. And I think the other part of it too is style, right? Is not everybody's style is the same. Not everybody's taste is the same, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, remember when the Hawaiian rubber was all a trend, and not everybody. It's just with everything.
I had that in my first book. I swear to God.
But it still has its place, right? And that's the interesting part of all of it. So
I mean, it all depends on where you're at. I mean, we're going to go to Farmington, and the cars may not necessarily look like the cars that we see at our car show.
Yeah.
Just a little different, style, it's region, it's all
just
local.
It's different.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this hobby so fun, is because at the end of the day, it's your car, it's your design, it's your style.
Build it how you like it.
Yep. Caesar brought one up. New old stock front fenders for the early Type 1, 60 and newer, that really make a difference when lowering your bug. It's 1 inch wider. 1 inch wider makes a difference. That's tooling up for things like that. You really, and this is just real talk. You need to have plenty of orders. You need to have plenty of requests for stuff like that. It's really expensive to build sheet metal. At the end of the day, anything stamping, it's a very expensive thing. Not saying that doesn't happen or we won't do it, because I mean, how do you think the fenders now come, or pan halves or bulkheads or deck lids or aprons or anything else. It has to tool up and make sense, because you got to monetize that over X amount of run, and it's tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Tens. Let's see here. What else we got? Misty says, "You're one state, not the rest of the country."
Oh, right.
Do we plan to sell VW Brasilia parts?
Oh,
If we could see more of those cars, I mean,
I've only seen two, I think,
yeah,
ever.
I'll tell you right now, I would love to have one.
Oh, I know.
They're so bitching.
There was one
There was a
at
white
the
one.
Bug-In last year, right?
Yeah,
Or not 2 years ago, whatever.
Saw a white one at this weekend, and it
Really?
was really nice.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yes. I mean, if we had enough requests, I mean, as far as sheet metal goes, that's a different oddity, but a lot of drivetrain components, swap over in many cases. So depending on setup. Door handles for the 56, lost one on the interior, Larry. Those things are repopped left and right, but we just got a piece of sheet metal and aluminum for you, buddy. Can't afford the nice shit. It's too nice for the hot rod. How do we contact you with ideas and suggestions? Honestly, man, Craig, you're more than welcome to send a DM through Facebook is fine, whether it's the MP page or the MP Insider page. You can contact through Instagram, or you can just email me, cryder@mpus.com. Really simple. And
cell phone number is
no. But yeah, C and then RIDER@mpus.com. I mean, that's the best way. That way I can archive it. It'll be brought up. But anything you want to share would be great.
Speaking of that, man, I've been getting hit up left and right on your photos, your car submissions.
Yes.
A lot.
We're
a lot.
Let's say, Eddie, I think where we have about, well, let's take first off, guys, this is your last day to submit. If you have, or you would like that opportunity, we're kind of, I don't want to say a contest, but it's a submission of your ride. A couple of shots of the car, your contact information, please, and submit it to us via email. I mean, even though we've gotten a bunch of DMs on it, email's best, because again, it's easier to sort and filter for us. But we're looking for some vehicles to potentially grace the new catalog, future advertisements. We're going to do a photo shoot this month to try to get some of that stuff done. Please submit if you're local. If you really want to try to do this, it makes it a lot easier. We appreciate all the photos coming in from around the globe: Peru, Brazil, Mexico. Dig it. Some of the shots, phenomenal. I wish I could actually get a higher res. I'll give you an example. There's a bitchin' bus that was done in like a warehouse scene with a liquid, like a wet floor, and the reflection, and it's orange. I mean, it's a bitchin' shot.
Yeah.
It's not high enough resolution. So, and they're all the ways down south. So Misty about to get blocked on here. I'm just telling you right now.
She's
Busted me up. But it's just stuff like that, guys. So anyways, today's your last day. We'll probably take a little bit in the morning, but we're filtering tomorrow. We're sitting down and trying to select we're breaking them into multiple different pools. Who's going to be a featured ad, or an ad, who's going to be in a catalog, who's going to be reused or archived or whatever else. But we're going to put it out there, and we're going to start contacting people over the next week to try to schedule it. But we are going to be shooting, I think it was next week, Eddie, we're trying to shoot.
Yep.
So we're actually going Thursday to go see a couple new sites that we want to shoot too. So we're got some really cool ideas for some, just again, the whole new setup. So get them in, get the submissions in. Great comment, Dre. Thank you very much for reminding us on that one too.
And if you submitted and didn't email and just send a DM, just send it again. Why not? Right? Double your luck.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't go through them, so I don't care.
Yeah, keep sending it.
Yeah, thanks, Dre. Thanks, man.
Amber, let's see. Send us a DM on Pete's Brasilia. But I'd love to check that thing out. My dad has got a hankering for one of those pretty bad. Yeah, keep promising new catalog. Yes. Hey guys, I'll need to rewatch it later. I missed most of it. Yeah, Moose, you're late to the party, so now you gotta wait. It'll be on YouTube shortly. Other than that, last couple things we got little stuff too. How many? I mean, people are asking for these like crazy.
Yeah.
Pittman arms. Got 9,000 of them in stock.
I'm sure you need one.
Yeah, I mean, but reproduction, quality piece, specific by year where it's at, it's a good, solid deal. More things people are getting chewed up, worn out, used up. And by the way, they're nice and black now. They're not chrome.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
So, it's just the next step. And then lastly, one of the things that's really been
I'm not picking that up.
sissy. Should be curling it.
Oh, good point.
Summer body. We talked about this last week on the show, and it's to get into the high performance engine stuff, and more importantly, some of the drag racing things, or just anybody that's really fits that need and that want. But we went out and built a combo kit to where it's our MP crankshaft, our forged chromoly crankshaft, our MP chromoly flywheel. And then we went and sent them out to a local machine shop here, a very reputable machine shop, and had them all wedge mated. So you can buy an off the shelf wedge mated combo kit ready to rock and roll to your door. You don't have to wait. You don't have to run around, ship it here, get it there, depending on where you're at in the country. So Misty, with all those high performance motors you're building, you guys should have these things on deck ready to go. And that way you don't have to go source another machine shop, or it's ready to rock and roll, and you can start getting these things mocked up and set up. And we did a multitude of strokes and journal size too. So from 74 up, I think we did, or 76 and up. And then on top of it, Ford and Chevy journal. So yeah, so we got 76 Chevy VW, 78, 82, 84, and 86. And, those things are ready to rock and roll, and they come as a boxed kit. So it's pretty cool. It's good to see stuff like that. And, we just wanted to make sure you guys see it, know it. You want to just use the camera instead of carrying the big old
Weakenings. I carried it.
I'm down over here. So
Yeah, I've got this headset on. I can't move.
So, match setup kit, crank's already all done, comes in a nice box, already ready to go. So, but yeah, we would just want you guys to be aware of some of this stuff. So this is, and again, it's done, all the machine work is done locally. And so we're super stoked. So, but yeah, it drives. I mean, that's pretty much what we had for the day.
Yeah.
We just wanted to, again, shoot the shit with you guys, talk about some of the new products coming down the pipeline, some of the things that we're working on. And
remember, today's last day for your submission.
Yes.
For your photos to get your car in.
Yep.
MP open house.
June 19th, Saturday.
19th.
We, get in, and we're going to have special display areas for certain vehicles.
Yep.
Working on a celebrity list right now too, so people can come meet some other people and hang out.
2 weeks we'll be in Farmington.
Yep. So we'll be in North Carolina, Dre and I. So if you guys are in the area or want to come out and check out a badass race,
Yep. If you want to take us to dinner or buy us drinks,
or both,
we're available.
But yeah, Kathy Jacobs and the whole SCVW crew do a great job of that event. Yep. Really, you'd just be excited to see them again. It's been too long.
Yeah,
so,
it's been a while.
Things are getting back to normal, and then we're open to enjoy it. Lucas Hands asking, did Adrian sell the 11?
I don't know what Lucas is talking about.
Lucas Hand, not Lucas Boxo.
No, well, him either. I don't know what either of them we're talking about.
It's sold, dude. They just won't admit it yet.
What?
Because I already saw it on another trailer.
Oh,
So just saying.
That car lives in my heart.
Oh,
Tear those t-shirts up you made, poser.
Oh, those are now collectible.
oh,
Those are already on
Hey,
eBay.
you remember what I talked about? Remember that old show doing that that thing you do, the O-Neaters, the Wanderers? That's your ass, the one-hit wonder. Oh man, but yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll probably see us out there at some point.
False.
just not.
You will not see Adrian and Jesse out in 2021 again.
Oh,
Who said 2021?
man.
Isn't 2021 half over?
It's only.
It's almost as over as this show.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. It was great to see so many of you guys at the shows and even at the show this weekend. Really looking forward to it. Mark your calendars now. MP Open House 2021, June 19th, right here on the grounds, 8 to 2 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. Misty says, tell Adrian get back to work, and she needs that order back. Order list. Cracks the whip, man. Woo!
No hablo.
Yeah, no hablo inglés. Other than that, man, I appreciate it. You guys send me those submissions. If you have an idea or you'd like to see something made, done, doesn't matter what it is, just let us know. If you're going to spend the time to send an email to me requesting something, it's my duty to make sure that I do that and read it and at least respond to you so that I got it and that I know it and that we see it. And if you're going to be a clown, you're going to be a clown.
Yeah.
Other than that, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We will maybe be back next week, or we might try to shoot. We're trying to see how it goes. We'll keep you guys posted on that. But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in each week and helping us be the fastest growing VW Talk podcast in the nation. See ya.
To the moon.
Oh, yeah.